What's good, everybody? It's BBKDRAGOON here with 5 of my favorite things that I noticed from the Destiny 2 E3 reveal. Most of these from the interviews that the developers gave throughout the week. As usual, I wanted to wait till the end, so we got all the tidbits in here. The first one is the beta dates, okay? July 18th, PlayStation pre-order beta begins. July 19th, Xbox pre-order begins. And then on July 21st, the open beta for all consoles begins, and that goes through the 23rd. So even if you don't pre-order the game, you're going to get the chance to actually hop in there, try it out, test the new hybrid networking situation, see if you like it before you spend any money, which props to Bungie for doing that. PC release October 24th, almost 2 months after the initial release date of Destiny 2 on console. However, I'm excited that it's not November or December, but I can see how some folks are disappointed. My philosophy is, it's ready when it's ready, and make sure that we spend the time polishing it so it's actually a proper experience. The console release date is September 6th, a couple days sooner than what we had predicted, and a PC beta will be happening sometime in August. Second thing I'm most excited about is the PC optimization. I'm going to link a video in the description below to a Digital Foundry overview of their time with Destiny 2 at the NVIDIA booth playing the game on an i7-7700K and a GTX 1080 Ti. Running the game 4K on some beautiful, beautiful monitors, upwards of 60 FPS, and their findings, the channel that mainly does deep dives on frame rates, performance, and the tech that drives games. These guys know what they're talking about, and they're saying Destiny 2 looked very polished, it felt very optimized, and if they still have months and months to go of development, they have high hopes and expectations that this is going to be one of the best PC shooters of the year. Other game outlets saying it's one of the best looking PC shooters they have ever seen, and the gameplay certainly backs that up. It's just nice to hear that the optimization of the PC version seems to be going very smoothly, and the game ran at a very, very crispy and fluent way. Number 3 for me is the quick play versus competitive distinction. We found out Destiny PvP is going to have 2 main directions, a fork in the road, left or right. Quick play, which is control, clash, supremacy, a lot of the game modes that we're familiar with now, and then a competitive set of playlists, which is going to be countdown and another game type that is yet to be announced. The reason I like this so much is because you can represent both philosophies. Reminds me a lot of Halo 3, ranked or social. That really determined 2 different playstyles, 2 different types of players at 2 different sets of times. If I want to go do quick play, I'm hoping that the skill-based matchmaking is going to be a lot looser than when I go into the competitive playlist, and, vice versa. The competitive playlist should be a little bit longer to search so that it finds the absolute right set of enemies for me to match so we're on an even playing field. Luke Smith did confirm no ranked playlists at launch, but they will be getting us ways in the game at launch to show off our prowess, with plans further down the road for something that they're not really talking too deeply about it just yet. They emphasize that they really want players to be able to show off their prowess, but we don't know if a ranked playlist or how it will materialize later on, depending on which game mode or ideas they have in play. Also, the motion tracker is now a fixed distance, thank goodness. In Destiny 1, your motion tracker, if you haven't seen anybody in X amount of time, expands its reach, and that's sort of an annoying feature, and I'm really glad to hear that Destiny 2's motion tracker is a fixed length. Number 4 for me, self-res is gone for good. That's right, Sunsinger Warlocks, it looks like you guys are no longer going to be able to self-res. I am a Warlock main myself, but I always felt like this ability sort of just was a little bit too much on the rule-breaking side for encounters. It felt like you could get away with a bad position or a bad play, and I just don't really like the type of gameplay it created within encounters. So I'm really glad to see that self-res is going away for good. It does look like in the beta we're going to have all 6 subclasses available to us, including Sentinel having an ability somewhat like Ward of Dawn, so it looks like Bubbles will prevail in Destiny 2. And number 5 for me are flashpoints. Not a whole lot of details here, but flashpoints are sort of like a nightfall for the patrolled. Each week there will be a featured area on one of the zones called a flashpoint, in which you're going to be able to earn nightfall tier rewards by going to that area and completing activities. So imagine this sort of like maybe nightfall-esque public events, or maybe it's like a weekly world boss type deal where go to the European Dead Zone, you and 12 other people need to take down this enemy, and if you do, you're going to end up getting nightfall tier level reward. Other than that, I can only think of a couple other tidbits that really stood out to me from the reveal. Guided games is going to be limited to normal mode. We sort of figured that out from the original reveal, and I like that too. I think you keep it to normal, and that the hard modes of the raids, you stick to just your hardcore group of buddies and friends that are going to dive after those harder challenges together. Deech did make sure to mention, even though we are adding guided games and we're trying to drive more of the player base towards our great endgame content, we're not making it easier. We want it to remain the pinnacle challenge of Destiny content. Overall, what did you guys think of Destiny 2 at E3? Some highlights, some disappointments, some information down in the comments of like what really stood out to you as the best bits. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Have a great start to your weekend, and we'll see you next time.